Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to make decks led by the new legendary creatures from the Spider-Man set. Leading today's deck is everyone's favorite living lightning, Electro Assaulting Battery. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Electro Assaulting Battery is a 3-mana, 2/3 legendary human villain with flying. He makes it so that we don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Additionally, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, we add 1 mana. Finally, when Electro leaves the battlefield, we may pay X. When we do, he deals X damage to target player. Okay, this card is great. It's basically Omnath Locus of Mana, but red, and we are here for it. So we're going to want to add as many red instants and sorceries in our deck, plus some supporting spells. Now, unlike Miles and Gwen, Electro is a grown-up, so he has access to a bit more money. Sure, some of that money may have come through illegal means, but that's fine. He is a villain after all. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard makes these beautiful solid color playmats, like this one in a gorgeous shade of crimson. One of my favorite things about Ultimate Guard is their vibrant color palette. This mat is surprisingly thick and much smoother than many other playmats I've used before. And since it's my favorite color, this one will probably be my go-to from now on. Find it if your local game store carries Ultimate Guard products, or click the link in the video description to go to their Amazon store. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. For lands, we've got War Room, Scavenger Grounds, and 30 Mountains. Not too shabby. Our mana ramp package consists of Burgi, God of Storytelling, Runaway Steamkin, Stormkiln Artist, Pyretic Ritual, Desperate Ritual, Braid of Fire, Seething Song, Mana Geyser, Neheb the Eternal, Rodeo Pyromancers, Primal Amulet, Ruby Medallion, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Throne of Eldraine, Gilded Lotus, and Descent into Avernus. Not the most expensive, but not exactly budget either. For card advantage, we've got the End Stone, Ashling Flame Dancer, Big Score, Unexpected Windfall, Valakut Awakening, Pinnacle Monk, Mizzix's Mastery, The Immortal Sun, and Invoke Calamity. Lots of ways to dig through our deck. But since our commander cares about instants and sorceries, I added a small cantrip package in Overmaster, Faithless Looting, Thrill of Possibility, Demand Answers, Expedite, Crimson Wisps, Needle Drop, Might of the Meek, Fists of Flame, Laughing Mad, and Opera Love Song. Not too shabby. Our interaction and spot removal package consists of Grape Shot, Lightning Bolt, Abrade, Chaos Warp, Untimely Malfunction, Tybalt's Trickery, Shock, Gut Shot, Electrodominance, Pyroblast, Lightning Strike, Insult Injury, and Wild Ricochet. I know it's mostly burn. We're in red. What did you expect? For board wipes, we've got Blasphemous Act and Delayed Blast Fireball, sticking with the classics. The core of our deck consists of Fiery Emancipation, Dictate of the Twin Gods, Solfim Mayhem Dominus, Dualcaster Mage, Twinferno, Reverberate, Return the Favor, Flare of Duplication, Reiterate, Increasing Vengeance, Storm King's Thunder, and Aria of Flame. Lots of ways to close out the game. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 32 lands and 20 pieces of ramp. Light on lands, I know, but we also have 11 pieces of card advantage plus 11 more cantrips. Remember, you can cut a land for 2 cantrips, but you want the deck to be built around casting cantrips. 13 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win card in Fiery Emancipation. Though, to be fair, any of our damage doubling effects would do the trick. Yes, I know that City on Fire also exists, but we're not a token deck, and only have 10 creatures counting our commander, so I didn't think it was worth it. But we also have Aria of Flame, and that, combined with Fiery Emancipation, closes out games very quickly. Now, it is perfectly valid to build this deck with Gutter Snipe effects, and you should feel free to do so. I generally prefer copy effects, though, so that's the direction I went with. Are you building an Electro Assaulting Battery commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You could have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nazwin, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Yori, and Sleech. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.